Pudgy and the Lost Kitten is adorable, it's very emotional, it's a really lovely Betty Boop cartoon. This is a Fleischer Studios cartoon from 1938. It's directed by Dave Fleischer and Maren Waldman, with a voice cast including Kate Wright as Betty Boop and Jack Mercer. And it has the cutest intro ever with Betty Boop sitting down, stroking Pudgy. It's the cutest thing. And then there's this scrawny kitten right outside, desperately trying to get this tiny drop of milk out of a milk bottle. Clearly, Pudgy and this kitten have very different lives. And Pudgy sees the kitten and he's heartbroken. And I, as a viewer, was absolutely heartbroken. The animation for the kitten, it's wonderful, but I hate it because it looks scrawny. It looks on death's door. It's not a happy sight. But then Pudgy brings the cat indoors and he shows Betty Boop Pudgy, and Betty Boop realizes that the kitten needs fed, and the kitten eats. And as the kitten begins to eat, it plumps up. And it's just so smooth, the animation, seeing the kitten go from scrawny to plump. It is so effective. It is so well done. And I was wondering what's going to be the obstacle here, because it seems like we've solved the problem really early on. Pudgy found the kitten got fat, everything was absolutely fine. But actually, Pudgy begins to get annoyed because the kitten, with a new lease of life, it's new energy, it's been fed, it's much more lively. Pudgy begins to get annoyed by the kitten's antics. And he's animated to look like a teapot at one point, which I hadn't expected. The animation here is absolutely brilliant. And he finds a solution. And I will say there's something about this that I think was overlooked. I was expecting something specific to happen and it didn't, and I'll talk about this in a moment. But he sees the mother cat outside, and he brings the mother cat inside because she's looking for her kitten. And she finds the kitten, and they're reunited, and off she goes with the kitten. Pudgy's happy, the cat's reunited with its kitten. But why didn't they feed the mama cat? Clearly the mama cat's needing some food as well, and it was just such a strange thing because I was expecting them to feed the mama cat, at least give her a little something before she goes on her way. But no, she just came in, picked up her well-fed kitten, thankfully at least the kitten's fed, and then left. And I hated it. Why aren't you feeding the mama cat as well? So I was really annoyed by that because I just feel like it was a missed opportunity to show something, to show another bit of kindness to this other cat. But at least the cats were reunited and Pudgy was happy in the end. It's adorable, it's heartbreaking, the animation is so stunning, it is so fun. It's as I said, it's upsetting. They've done a very good job of making the scrawny little cat look very scrawny. And I don't like that, but it's very impressive. And favourite bits of the animation are definitely when the kitten starts to eat and it plumps up. It was just so smoothly done. And as I mentioned, when Pudgy, I think he was walking around in circles, getting angrier and angrier, and he starts to steam like a teapot, and they made him look like a teapot. I wasn't expecting it, and I rather enjoyed it. So in general, while I think there was a missed opportunity to give the mama cat some love as well, I feel like the whole thing is supporting looking after kittens. It made me feel a lot of emotions, and the animation is absolutely fabulous. So needless to say, I thought Pudgy and the Lost Kitten was ultimately a pretty great Betty Boop cartoon, and certainly one that I'm happy to recommend.